Hi guys, how are you all doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today's video is about how to have unstoppable motivation, how to stay focused, in other words. Do you ever look around you and you see certain individuals, they're on the zeal for their goals, their purpose. They are always talking about it, but not only are they talking about their goals, they are producing results. Their life is a reflection of exactly what they talk about. And then you have other people who might see an inspirational video on the timeline and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get started, this is my goal. Retweet or share now, whatever they might do to share it with others. And then when you ask them the next time, did you get started on what you promised, they shy away or they make an excuse about why they didn't commit to what they promised themselves. Now we have to begin to by understanding that 75% of motivation is non-motivational. What do I mean by this? Just as 75% of communication, the way I'm communicating with you, is more about the tone of my voice, my body language, the context in which I'm communicating, rather than what I'm saying verbally. That's exactly how communication is. Long-term motivation comes more from our habitual behaviors, people we surround ourselves with, and our perspective towards life, rather than what we do or don't do, quote unquote, to motivate ourselves. Now, long-term motivation builds itself indirectly, and it's a response to factors that seem unrelated to it. Factors to do with your identity rather than the source of inspiration. So you can't force yourself to be motivated if it's not built from within. Long-term motivation has to be reverse engineered within our subconscious mind and our character for it to be sustainable and ongoing, like many people that you might see around you. Now, I'm not saying that quotes, books, inspirational videos, TED Talks, and all those things that we might do on a daily basis are bad. They're definitely good for us. It's a way to start, but it's not enough to be motivated long term. So I want to share with you 3 points that might be useful to find out and identify why you might not be motivated long term, and you might have a temporary zeal to do the things that you want to do, but the motivation does not stay around. So number one, I have some notes with me, and just bear with me as I check on my notes. Number one is knowing your purpose. Do you know your purpose? Do you know why you have been created? Because I believe every person on this planet is not here for a reason. We are all here to contribute in some aspect. So do you know your calling? Do you know why you're on this planet? Without a clear purpose, a man is lost, as they say. You cannot be motivated to act without purpose. You can't be motivated any more than you can be motivated to get on a train without an end destination in mind. So you have to understand what your purpose is. How do you find out your purpose? So many ways. One of the ways you can find out is by finding out what ticks you off. What really ticks you off. In other words, what pisses you off. Maybe it's a bad sense of fashion. Maybe it's racism. Maybe it's... Those are just examples, but what really ticks you off? What annoys you? Look at that thing that ticks you off and convert it into something positive. Maybe that is something that you have been brought on this planet to contribute to in a positive way. Another good way to find out what your purpose is spending time in prayer and really asking God. It does not have to be, you know, something rehearsed or something so dramatic. Just simply have a conversation and say, God, what am I put on this planet to do? What is my purpose? How can I contribute to this planet? Reveal to me, and God will reveal to you. Average person looks at what they're good at, and then they look for their weaknesses and works on those weaknesses. They do that, it makes them average. It just balances out both of them. The most important thing for you to do is look at your strengths and capitalize on those strengths. If you look at the most successful people, or people who are very productive with their time, they are people who create their careers around their passions and their strength. So number 3, what you want to ask yourself is, what is your personal value? Do you have any personal values? When you have your own personal values, you have an internal code, something that you walk by and stand by, the truth that you stand by, so that you are not conformed to the social norms of the world, or what other people are saying about you, or what the society is saying. You're not following what society is saying, or what the latest celebrity is doing. You create a sense of dignity and self-empowerment. So you need to ask yourself, what is your personal value? And the last thing that I wanted to mention as well is, what do they embody? What do I mean by this? If you have people who you admire, whether it's real life people, people around you, relatives, friends, celebrities, famous people, even famous well-known entrepreneurs, look at their characteristics and their values, things that they believe in, and ask yourself, what do these people embody? What is it that I admire about them? And once you find out what it is, ask yourself, what does this say about me and what I believe in? You will come to find that some of these things, they are parallel to their characteristics, and personal values are parallel to the things that you believe in and who you are really aligned to be. So yes guys, I hope that this video was useful to you, how to have unstoppable motivation. So we all understand quotes, motivational talks are not enough to allow us to have long-term motivation, but we really have to ask ourselves these 3 points and really understand that is how we build long-term motivation. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like it and share it.